Hello guys! Before I proceed sa akong report, I would like to apologize kung daghan kay background music. Kay since dolman mi sa dalan, di gud malikayan nga nay mangagi, nay mga iro, nay mga sakinan, mga motor, di na po'y kaning gansa ang sig putak-putak. So please bear with me. Hello everyone, good afternoon. So today we will be talking about my topic, which is community problems. So community problems. Nag-search ko about community problems and then morning ni mga ninggawa. So the problem that occurs frequently. Problem is disrupting to personal or community life and possibly intense. Ooh, harsh. And the problem deprives people of legal or moral rights. So, community have problems just like people. Problems are part of life, right? So, we deal with individual problems, family have family problems, and community have community problems. Communities must come together to solve their problem just like families. So these are the examples of community problems. Adolescent pregnancy, child abuse, crime, drug use, pollution, bad health, AIDS, racism, poverty, and etc. etc. So sa akong topic karon, nagpili ra kog 5 ka buok nga example sa community problems. Kay kung ato ning itakol tanan basig madugay patag sa mo. Munang 5 ra kog gipili. So first one here is poverty. So poverty is a state or condition which a person or community lacks the financial resources and essentials for a minimum standard of living. Poverty is not having enough materials for a person's basic needs such as food, water, clothing, and even shelter. In the Philippines, about 16.7% of the population live below the actual poverty line. So for the previous years, it was estimated about 23.3% from the PSA or from the Philippine Statistical Authority. So the second one is pollution. So pollution is the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. So these harmful materials called pollutants. It came from the volcanic ash or from the human activities like garbages. Okay, so when you say pollution, dili lang siya kay basura lang tanan. It can be energy, noise, heat, or light. Next is the drugs. Drugs are any substances which when taken into the body alters the body's function either physically or psychologically. There are two kinds of drugs. It may be legal, which are the alcohol, caffeine, kita sa kape, and tobacco. And then, kanang napoy illegal, which are the cannabis, cocaine, and heroin. Okay, sa atong second to the last na problem, ang underemployment. So, this refers to individual who are employable and activity seeking a job but are unable to find a job. Included in this group are those people in the workforce who are working but do not have an appropriate job. In 2020, the unemployment rate in the Philippines was at approximately 2.16% and on a steadily downward from 3.6% in 2014. Okay, for the last problem is the climate change. So climate change is a global phenomenon of climate transformation characterized by the changes in the usual climate of the planet regarding temperature, precipitation, and wind that are caused by human activities. Scientists from United States and other countries forecast a temperature rise of 2.5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit over the next centuries. Okay. So if the temperature rises from 2.5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit, daghan jud possibilities effect ani. Example ani kay temperature will continue to rise, changes in precipitation, more drought and heat waves, and then hurricanes will become stronger. Okay, so human na kong discuss atong 5 problems atong community. So since na may problems, it means na apoy solutions. Ato nang i-discuss kung saon pag-solve sa problem. So first, define the problem. So here it is. Differentiate fact from opinion. Specify underlying causes. State the problem specifically. Determine in which the problem lies. Last, avoid trying to solve the problem without data. So, these are the characteristics on how to generate alternative solutions. First, postpone evaluating alternatives initially. Include all involved individuals in the generating of alternatives. Then, specify alternative consistent with organizational tools. Specify long and short-term alternatives. Then, brainstorm on other ideas. Lastly, seek alternatives that may solve the problem. Okay, for our third step, making a decision about which solutions to use. So, these are the characteristics. First, evaluate alternatives relative to a target standard. Next, evaluate alternative without bias. Okay, why bias? Next, evaluate alternatives relative to established goals. Next, evaluate both proven and possible outcomes. Lastly, state the selected alternative explicitly. Right! Hello everyone! Okay pa bang tanan? So, nanagit ta sa pinakalas nga step on how to solve problems. So, this is the last one. Implementing the solutions. Plan and implement a pilot test of the chosen alternative. Gather feedback from all affected parties. Seek acceptance or consensus by all those affected. And then, establish ongoing measures and monitoring. Lastly, evaluate long-term results based on final solutions. So, I think that could be all. Thank you everyone for listening. Have a good day.